Hello, everyone. My name is Shadow, and I'll be your entertainer this evening. I'm going to be playing some more of Black Book. The last time we left off, we managed to finish the task that the Vodunoi left us, which should manage to break the water seal for us. That being said, we were considering trying to free our Rusalka friend, which is probably going to get us into some trouble. So, let's hop in, see what happens.
And I was here by dawn.
Well done, Basha. You did a clever thing, making the Chort make sacrifices. They'll curse loads of peasants. That's going to be a lot of work for us.
Thanks, Grandpa. I've decided. We have no time to worry about men from Sultanova.
All right, you need to go to the mill. I already sent a salt worker there.
Do you think Vakul will break the seal?
He will. He has to. You did your part. He's going to do his. He's a demon of old. He honors agreements. But beware, if you ask for more, he'll ask for a ransom. Be ready for that.
What should I watch out for at the watermill?
I think you should be ready for anything. That demon wanted to meet there for a reason. He has power there, as well as history.
I'm getting better and better with the book.
Ha! You bet. Knowledge is light. The longer you hold on to this book, the brighter it shines. And the taller the shadow is behind your back. Doesn't matter who holds this book, a girl or an old man. This shadow keeps growing, and in time will cover villages, peasants, friends, and family. Finally, it gets to you.
Well, time to go to the mill.
It's not far from Gaina village. You won't get lost there.
Well, seems like we're getting +4 at least from all of them. So we may as well get 12 rubles out of it. Got a skill point to spend. Might be about time to start working on this. Can always send more chorts on meaningless jobs. Or we can start knowing whether they'll succeed or not. Because then we'll be able to start making decisions on whether we want them to succeed.
Ah, Vasilisa, here you are.
Proshka's our visitor? Why not just have us talk to Proshka?
I've been thinking about that wind and three sides and river shells.
So you've remembered about being Sosetko in that izba.
Now, I think we should go back in the church in Yenidor. Maybe something will come up there.
That would be another detour. We just did a detour, though. I don't think it's a bad thing to take the detours. But if this affects our time limit for getting the dead husband back, we might not want to take all of them. I haven't declined any of them yet, so I'm not sure if we can come back to them. We might decline for now, see if we can do this later.
Later, Proshka. I have so much to do.
Hopefully it'll come up again.
Near the old Izba, a man is scolding his wife. Half the village soon gathers to listen to the quarrel. Half the peasants take the side of the husband, while the other half support the wife.
Learn what's wrong or learn about the mill. Or just leave. Let's see what's wrong.
The subject of the argument turns out to be a saw that breaks down every other time. The man suspects that his wife is cursing it, while she insists she is innocent.
Inspect the saw, remove curse, or go back. Should inspect it. It might not be cursed.
This item looks like it's been repaired quite often. Looks like it was fixed by the local smith a couple of days ago.
Can offer help.
You think that the smith may know something about the defect and learn how to get to his Izba. You decide on your next actions.
Learn about the mill or leave the location.
It turns out the mill has long since been abandoned and is rather notorious here. Hardly anyone is brave enough to get close to the building. The talk is, the Vodinoi still grabs passers-by and drags them to the bottom. You decide on your next actions. On the village street, you meet a strange peasant procession with chests and sacks. A peasant clutching a sleepy rooster walks in the lead. The people stop, noticing you on their way. The old women start to cross themselves, thinking you to be a bad omen. The man walking at the head of the procession addresses you.
Who are you, bareheaded wench? What are you doing here at night?
A rooster in hand and sacks full of clothing. What are these peasants planning?
Escape, divination's moving, or a gift. I'm sincerely not sure. Not sure why that one was illuminated. We could just be moving. Often used as a sacrifice. So probably a gift, I guess?
They're bringing gifts to someone? No. Looks like they're offering the rooster as a sacrifice to the Susiatko. So they're moving. I'm a simple traveler who's lost her way. So, you're moving into a new isba?
None of your business, wench.
Offer help, steal the sacrifice, or just say goodbye. They're a little rude, so I don't know that I want to help, but sure.
I'm a witch doctor. I can help you move.
After a brief discussion, the peasants accept your offer. You make a sacrifice near the future hut while whispering Zagavers. Thankful people offer you some gifts.
One of the few ways to lose sin. And it's nothing compared to the many sins you can acquire.
You go past the new houses of the settlement and approach the Kama Bank. The Vadinoi was sure to be followed by his retinue, dead men and drowners from the underwater domain. Breathing in the fresh night air, you draw a circle. The Chthonian guests show up almost immediately. Your recent acquaintances emerge from the river.
Talk, attack, or play cards. Yeah, there's no need to fight right now.
Is that you, witch?
Oh, it's these ones.
A witch! A witch!
You! What do you need here?
Vakul has gone to the watermill, so the border is thin. We came along too.
To help him deal with that girl also.
Keep quiet. Did crayfish eat your brains?
If you know the Vadinoi so well, maybe you can tell me how to help the Saltwalker and the Rusalka.
The Vodinoi took a liking to you. He likes knowers. He doesn't like that you held the Rusalka with her name. He planned to live with her for a long time. What's he going to do with her now that she remembered her past? That's how it is. Vakul is in good mood now. He may even not demand a ransom for the Soul Walker. But he won't ever let the Rusalka go. Only when her time comes. Like the rest of the drowners.
When my time comes, I'll become a Vadinoi myself.
Keep quiet. Did crayfish eat your brains?
Attack, play cards, or say goodbye. Might as well say goodbye. We don't need to attack these
You
guys.
sit here for a while and swim home. I'll go have a talk with the Vadinoi.
We'll see about that.
They've been relatively friendly. You don't need to be mean to them.
The smithy is built on the far end of the village to prevent fires. You knock at the door and shudder. The sound disturbs the heavy silence. The door opens. The first thing you see is a gun, and then the smith.
Who are you? It seems a bit early for Carolyn.
A man from Fyodorova sent me. Here, his saw is fixed poorly.
The smith puts down his gun and inspects the tool.
Lousily done. It's my work. But what can you do? I'm afraid to work for too long. You won't believe me.
I'm a knower. I've seen a lot of things.
Christ almighty. Well, listen. The devil himself visits me. He looks like an ordinary, God-fearing man, but smells of drink. He comes and tells me, shoe my horses, So I'm lifting the horse's hoof and see a human foot. This peasant has it backwards, hooves for feet, and he stares at me with these eyes. So I had to shoe a human foot. Lord, forgive me. I've been afraid to open the door ever since.
I think I know what kind of chorts smell of drink. I can drive the chorts away from you, Smithy. Go inside so that you're not killed by mistake.
You draw a circle and prepare to encounter the demons. You don't wait long.
What benefit comes from putting waste on your allies? Probably would have been fine to just let him do it, but just in case, I wanted to get rid of him before he could do anything that would have been based on levels of waste. Summons more evil spirits, so I definitely don't want him to stay up.
The grateful smith fixes the tool and bows low to you. On your way back, you give the peasant the saw and receive your reward. The wine shop is working until late. Warm light from its window pours onto the street, hidden in the dark. Noticing your book, the wine seller invites you inside. He claims to have books for sale.
Well, that's an odd combination. Wine and books. Probably a good one, though.
I see you're interested in books. You have a great one with you, I see. Is it old? I'm not only selling drinks, you know. Care to look?
don't want to sell anything I have equipped, at least. I don't think I'm going to use this anymore. The flint could be good, but I don't think there's anything I would give up for it, is the thing. So I think that's all.
The quiet village is still, waiting for the dawn. You are somewhat jealous of the regular people, who only occasionally encounter evil spirits. Sighing, you go on your way.
It's a little odd to have a detour and not have anything, but fair enough, I guess.
The mill rises above the pool of the river inflow. The Izba is decrepit, and the water wheel is silent. The reeds around it rustle mysteriously. You're greeted by a salt worker.
Oh, Vasilisa.
I visited the Vodinoi and learned about your daughter. Don't you think it's something worth telling me?
How could I? God, this is all like in a bad dream. He took Yevdokia, but I didn't know he was the one to blame. And I didn't think for a minute that he would send her to kill people. I thought there was another Vodinoi. I thought I had escaped from that one. So much death, so many sacrifices. Sacrifices. I offered money, vodka, porridge. It's still not enough for Vakul. He only wants lives.
Did you make a pact with the Vodinoi here?
Yes, this is my old watermill. I used to work here. When I built it, I made a pact with Vakul. He tells me it's business as usual, so I thought I'd pay it off with rubles.
It's never that easy with demons.
Several years later, he started playing tricks with shadows. His way of asking for his sacrifice. I never wanted to hurt anyone, and so I refused him. He then took it for himself. I had an apprentice, a guy who poured grain. A fine lad. I liked him a lot. And the Vodinoi dragged him into the water. The demon drowned him. Do you understand? Then I abandoned that watermill. I couldn't stay there. I opened these salt works later. I thought he had already taken what was due. But it was never enough for him. Turns out he's the one who took my daughter. He killed my Dusha.
How did the Vodinoi find you in the salt works?
His factory is far away. I thought another Vodinoi managed this place. And so it used to be in the beginning. I managed to make some money milling the wheat. First I built a small factory, and then it expanded. We got along fine with another water demon. He did not want any human sacrifice. Then I gather Vakul beat him and took this river under his control. But I wasn't aware. And then he somehow learned about me.
What happened to your daughter?
My daughter. She had nothing to do with it. When Vakul found me, I think, wanted to teach me a lesson. Yevdokia went to Solikamsk in winter by sleigh. The ice broke beneath her. No one found my daughter, nor did they find the sleigh. That time, I didn't guess who was to blame. It's not the Vadinoi my grandfather told me about. God punished me. He sent the most devious one.
I think you'll be able to talk to Vakul today.
Oh, I will. That damned chort I will.
I don't think you can handle him. Only I can. Besides, even I won't be able to kill him. Masters of nature are strong.
Do what you can.
I will. I think Vakul will show up sooner if you start the mill.
Can do. I already inspected it while I waited. I've opened the screen, but the wheel doesn't spin. The chute is worn out. I can patch it. These chutes can be patched. It's a pity some of them are too far gone. There aren't enough paddles on the wheel. Look around a bit. We should have enough here. Then we will start it. I'll wait for you inside. I'll fix what I can.
All right. I'll find some boards for you.
But first, we're going to gather some herbs. Because this is probably going to be something dangerous.
You found a fitting vein for a watermill wheel. You found a fitting vein for a watermill wheel.
A ramshackle mill. We're lucky it still stands.
I kind of wish the camera would move a little closer. Because it seems like I should be able to run over this way. But then I get stuck.
The screen blocks water from going to the mill. Still water, and it's deep at that.
Oh, hello.
Vasya, my father, is he also here?
Yes, on the mill. Want to speak to him?
I can't. Vakul won't allow it.
He's not here yet.
I can't disobey him, no matter how much I'd like to.
I need the blades.
For the wheel, I know. Here's the blade. Take it.
The Rusalka gives you a part of the mechanism.
There's something in this name, Vakul. A bit of firm, you think? I feel he's close.
You know, with how many herbs they're giving me, I get the feeling I'm gonna have to fight him whether I like it or not.
There's something in this name, Vakul. A bit of firm, you think? I feel he's close.
If the Vodinoi doesn't help the miller, the wheel will break down very quickly, or stand still altogether. The water drops from here to the wheel.
Ah, Vasilisa. 3 blades. That's enough. Well, we have everything we need to start the mill.
Bakul will appear as soon as we start the wheel. All right, it's time.
The salt worker quickly fixes the mechanism. He looks like he's done it plenty of times. Soon, the squeaky wheel makes one rotation, then another.
Very squeaky. There he is.
The middle world. A grand place, beautiful. If only it didn't stink up the living. My favorite witch and her cute little book. I am so glad to meet you again.
Greetings, Vodinoi.
Well, 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 Bakul.
Ah, my old acquaintance. Come to break another promise?
Father, I
didn't tell you to speak.
A water stream knocks the salt worker and the rusalka off their feet.
You make a lousy guest, Vasilisa. Is it what we do in the Perm region? Steal serfs from their master.
There aren't any serfs anymore.
Silence! You made good on your promise. To go the road from its beginning to its end, honoring the promise. I appreciate that. But I like you, witch. Tell me what you want.
Break the seal, free the mermaid, both the Rusalka and the seal, or attack. Ooh, attacking is not gonna go well. Ugh. It has been made very clear that he's not going to release the... He's not going to release the Rusalka. But I mean, there's no chance if I don't ask, right?
I need to break the seal and free the Rusalka. What good comes of keeping her with you? She's a nice girl.
That's why I'm keeping her, because she's nice. I'm not impartial to compassion, so I'm ready to make a deal. You want both? Then I'll require gold as your sacrifice. Every wish has its price. Mine is a small one.
That's actually not bad. I was expecting it to be something like really exorbitant. And like impossible for me to have at the moment.
All right, so be it.
Dead friend.
You throw the gold into the water.
Happy to do business with you, witch.
The Vodinoi touches the book before disappearing into the depths. The Rusalka stays on the shore. One more seal is gone.
Oh, forgive me, Dusa. You died because of me.
No, don't even think about blaming yourself. I'm free from the water demon now. I still have no answer for my sins.
Wait.
We'll meet again someday. Farewell, father.
The Rusalka smiles at the salt worker and vanishes into white light. On your way back, you comfort Pahom with tales of life after death, but he seems to be happy with how things turned out.
Well, this isn't our Isba.
Isn't that the most banal of a legend?
The doctor?
Maybe, but there's too many consequences. The drowners are talking about her. The girl is strong, they say. There are rumors coming from other spirits. Now they agreed to protect a wedding. She must think I would tracas it. If she sticks needles in me, I'll be left without any power. Go to Bakcha. They won't be expecting you.
I have certain doubts about this. I've seen her in the village. Not everyone can handle that power.
You should be more confident. I haven't taught you for nothing. You should curse the wedding to be on an equal footing.
It won't be easy. But if she really has the book, I may finally be able to control this force.
Right. There you will find out. And if this is true, you can do anything you wish for. So goes the legend. Take a look at them first. I've sent charts throughout the area. It will be a good occasion.
But this wedding, I wouldn't want to curse peasants. You know how I am with demons.
Don't make me laugh. Who will you curse there? You think you can turn the procession? This thing happened last with my grandmother. Go back as soon as you take the book.
So be it.
Well, get ready. Amen to you.
Curious.
Aha, and what happened next?
I negotiated with that Chort, and he did what I asked.
Well done, Vasilisa. I myself couldn't have done it better. I remember my youth as a Koldun. Those were the days.
I got off easy, you could say.
That's right, you furry short. Go catch some mice.
Let the charts catch them. It's not a job that befits a Susietka.
Proshka, can cats be used to break the seals in the book? Help me check, would you?
All right, I'll catch some mice. It's not hard or anything. I'm not torturing you like your charts, after all.
Well, it's time to deal with the next seal.
The seal of the wolf. I was thinking about werewolves.
I haven't heard about them in Uyezd for a long time.
Proshka, can you turn into a wolf?
Nah.
That won't do. I need to think about this. In the meantime, go and deal with your business. Go visit your betrothed. It's time. I may come up with something.
All right, Grandpa.
Oh, I've got all of them today. Great. You okay there? You gonna have a hairball or something? Okay, goodbye. Let's see. He always does +3 sin, so he's always going to end up on the meaningless task. Okay, so now I have to decide whether I want to, actually try to get these guys to do their jobs correctly. I think I want him to do it correctly because he might bring back herbs, which means I need to find a fire job for him. Here. Takes up 4 days, doesn't have much of the rubles. But it shouldn't be too bad. And he doesn't increase sin much. So it wouldn't be a problem to send him on a job that he fits. So he would be looking for weather. There's not a weather job though. So more importantly, it's making sure that these guys don't go on jobs that are going to be good for them. The ones that do increase sin. So he's animals. I didn't see an animal job. Send him here, I think. So I think that's the lowest sin option for him. And then he's the only other one that adds sin. And there aren't any other fire jobs, I don't think, so I just need to find the one with the lowest amount of sin. Definitely not that one. That should be okay. And then he does hunger. Can send him on a mind job so that he fails. And we'll do that one. Because why not? The chance that herbs won't disappear is actually pretty good. Kind of tempted to change that out for this. But I do have a decent amount of herbs, so I'm not sure that's quite necessary at the moment. And of course we have these, which are new. +6 to all. But if that includes my enemies, do I really want that? I mean, that could be really good with the well-versed, but... yeah. This could be pretty good since it's got keep. That would be really good, especially if you draw it early. Haven't actually had much use for that one, so let's try that out. Let's talk to
So you brought me
Prushka.
some milk. Nice. What else do you want to know?
What happened next? How did you live in a church?
Vasilisa. Hard to remember. As if all the memories were gone with the wind.
So, you don't remember anything?
Just a bit. Too little. Well, what you looking at? Try to live such a long time, and then we'll see how good you are with all this remembering business. I do remember living in a rich house where I always sat. As a susietka, I guess. And I looked over all 3 sides.
All 4, you mean?
No. I remember this quite well. 3 of them. Our side, 1 below, and 1 above. And then there was a wind. It blew at all times, cold, northern. And river shells whispered me something.
Sounds eerie.
No, it was all right. But it is not the whole story. Just give me some time, and I will have it all. What else do you want to know?
Why do you need a pruno? You're undead.
The undead need a treat from time to time, don't they? You know, they sometimes treat Sosietkas and the parents. Why am I any different? What else do you want to know?
Let's go. We'll talk later.
I was hoping talking to him would, like, trigger his quest.
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the domovoi came to be.
That doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe he'll ask again after a while.
Yes, it's good that I'm not one of those petty charts from hell. Work all day or curse people. That's like a kind of work too, right? I'm perfectly content lying here, watching after the household. That's my thing.
What should the domovoi do if not prepare firewood?
Lots of things. You haven't had a susietka for a long time, so your roof caved in a bit. Sedge and other things grow on it. I wouldn't let it get this far. Well, I'll clean this place up when I have time. I'm still not settled in here.
Maybe you could help my chores?
Yeah, right. I have my paws full with matters of my own. Looking after the house, getting rid of the mice, putting out the fire, yeah? You think that's enough work? I'd say so.
How are you doing in Grandpa's isba?
I'm doing fine here. I feel calmer, even. You don't have icons, and it's not like they used to have them in the church. And the corner over there reminds me of the old times. They used to keep food and the gods there.
We'll talk later. This isba used to house a lot of people. Now it's only me and Grandpa.
It's kind of nice just getting to walk around the yard like this.
So much firewood will last us a long time. Old Igor made the chorts cut the firewood.
Hey, you! Cut faster! Curse you! Been chewing at my scalp all through my life. Right? Now let's get to work.
So, Grandpa, the chorts listen to you.
Of course. We've living together for so long. They still remember me. And they're quite scared of you.
It's good that chorts help around the house, right?
Well, yes. Cutting firewood, that's nothing. Once I sent them to plow the field, and they plowed the whole area through and through. The vacant areas, and the seeded plots too. They need lots of looking after. Still, they have their uses.
Maybe I should look for wolves in the forest?
What? No, we need evil spirits. Ordinary wolves won't do. I have an idea. Don't fret. We'll break this seal in time.
How did you get that isba, Grandpa?
The Izba? I inherited it. The older ones eventually all moved away. Some went away. Some stayed in Gilgard. The house was left to me by my parents. It's old, like me. We don't have much time left. Soon we'll both go to the afterlife. I'm leaving this Izba to you. There's no one else.
All right, Grandpa. I need to go.
This one short is just kind of not doing anything. He gets firewood tossed to him and he tosses it into the pile, but he's literally just an obstacle to the pile. Like if he was at least putting the firewood in the way for this guy to cut, that would be doing something, but nope. Firewood gets tossed to him, he tosses it. It's not doing a thing.
Sing winds from the quietest to quiet, from the lightest to light. Lift up the branches and sand from the grave. Split Mother Earth, reveal yourself, coffin lid, and fly open white shrouds and draw open sweet lips. Tell me, my darling, of your life there, and ask me of our life here. I've been living here, wandering from place to place. I've witnessed all kinds of grief. All kinds have I suffered. I saved a girl from a banya. See, there's some good done with this knowledge. I saved another girl from the wretched claws of a Vodinoy. I'll do anything to save you, even if it means raising all the villages on Earth. My chorts will help us be together. Soon you'll be back, my darling. As soon as I break all the seals. And you, teach me, guide me, miserable orphan that I am, how to break all the seals of the book. And I will reach out my white hands and pull you from the other shore.
Well, that was dramatic. Suppose that was kind of the entire point of this game. So it's fair to be dramatic. And we've already got a chort that needs assigned. I guess the meaningless jobs are always going to be like only one day.
It's not me who's idling now, but you, Vasilisa.
What are you talking about? You know how busy I am?
Well, what about that Yenidor church then? We have to check it. I won't remember my past without visiting it, I think.
I tried to go yesterday.
Let's go. But is there anything left? Centuries have passed.
We'll search near the foundations, in the cellar. All secrets are hidden underground. You know that better than most. When we'll be in Galbets, maybe then I can tell some future. I'm a societe after all.
Oh, now the other visitors are gone. Suppose let's go.
Proshka stops every now and then. Circling around a bit, he hesitantly proceeds on his course. It seems as if something is bothering the demon. Something about the road ahead that he hasn't himself realized yet. At the next stop, a gust of wind blows dust in your face. Could it be a demonic wedding?
Hide or prepare to fight? Let's hide.
You jump into prickly roadside bushes, dragging Proshka with you. After a few moments, the wind dies down.
And we just lost health. Didn't even get to see the wedding.
The road whirlwind is a harbinger of a northern night. The wind bends the trees and sends dust and leaves flying to the empty spaces of the Yanidor crossroads. Somewhere deep in the forest, a lone wolf begins his song. Proshka stops in hesitation once more.
What a wind.
Why are you standing there, Proshka?
I remembered. I used to visit this place often. Perhaps when I was alive, one of the church. Doesn't look like my church was worshipped that much, does it?
All you think is about being worshipped. What else could happen on the crossroads that tied Proshka to this place?
Funerals, celebrations, meeting, or battle. Well, there were gold bets in the other one. Definitely been meetings. probably funerals. No one celebrates on a crossroads. It's a dangerous place. So, probably a funeral or battle. All that did was tell me which one it's not. Goodness. But we have seen gold bets at crossroads before, so maybe funerals?
Maybe you were buried here. Were you a great sinner?
Sounds about right. That's how I became a Susietka. Let me think. I think I'm remembering something. Dig here.
I don't want to dig up your grave.
Dig, I say. What a thick-headed witch.
I mean, he's giving us permission.
All right, as you wish. But if there's nothing there...
You dig up the earth near the road where Proshka told you to. Under a thin layer of dirt and near a rotten log, you find a silver plaque. Proshka furrows his feline brow, but doesn't feel any memories returning. The old bridge creaks from the cold wind, the cold water of some swampy river rippling beneath it. In the middle of it, you notice forest chorts looking at you with their cold, lifeless eyes from the weeds. The demon needs only lift his paw for the forest spirits to scramble in panic. You look at him in amazement. Was this his doing, or do the spirits know about the power of the Black Book?
I mean, it's probably his doing. This is his territory, after all.
You're not what we consider an average girl, are you? In that case, I'll show you some fine wares. Here, take a look.
We have 5 break herbs, so we should be fine. Wouldn't be the worst thing to have more defense items. Or one of these. Do that one, and then call it good.
The northern wind bends the treetops. Their rustling fills the swamps with a rhythmical noise, in which you hear the whisperings of leshis and the wings of demons flapping beneath the ground. You stop for a minute, thinking of how ancient these forests truly are. How many centuries have they stood here? How many centuries will they stand yet? Your meditations are interrupted by Proshka's grumbling. Yanidor is close.
Oh look, there's herbs to gather. One moment, Proshka. avert evil.
This church looks empty now.
Just a moment, Proshka. There's stuff to pick up. Which is absolutely necessary.
What a dump, right? Look at all this rotten wood. And it used to all be so fine. Don't just stand there, Weiser. There is the door to the undercroft. Open it.
Yeah, okay. Grumpy cat.
Some pictures are mixed with the icons.
It's not as simple as that. Search the chests. Perhaps you'll find something.
What am I looking for?
How would I know? Now, don't look at me like that. There are icons all over the place. It's bad for me to look at them, you know?
When you approach the old wooden planks, you feel a draft.
Gotta explore a little more.
An old kitchenware. Old church books. A bit of a strange face for an angel.
Kind of a spooky statue of an angel.
When you approach the old wooden planks, you feel a draft. Behind the planks, you see a narrow crawl space leading deeper underground.
They're so majestic. The idols have river shells scattered around them.
I've seen these idols, Vasilisa.
You've been in this dugout before?
Yes, but when? Was it long ago? Something is missing. As if one of the passes on the hunter's calendar has disappeared. Add it, and everything fits right into place.
Majestic idols of old are now lying in heaps in this dank and wet dugout. The eerie faces of the forgotten deities seem to emanate a cold draft. One of the idols is missing his carved face.
Strange face for an angel, huh?
An ancient wooden angel is watching you indifferently. You peer into his face, and it looks as if he's wearing a wooden mask. You touch the mask, and it falls to your feet. Its image reminds you of the strange chorts depicted on the idols of the demons. An ancient wooden angel is watching you indifferently. You peer. Behind the planks, you see a narrow crawl space. Majestic idols of old are now lying.
Oh great, we woke something up.
Vasilisa, I think I remember. I remember everything. But look, what's happening to me?
That's Proshka?
That's right. That's how I used to look when they called me Whitey.
A god in Comi-Permian myth. Translated as the North Wind.
Hunters used to bring me river shells from the north, and I flew with the all-knowing wind with no rest and no respite.
Roshka, is that you?
Vasilisa, I remembered everything. All thanks to you.
Oh, does that mean we're losing our kitty friend? Is he going back to being a god?
Your name was Voipil. Who are you?
I used to be a god, the lord of the northern wind and master of the true people's destiny, those who lived in the forests of Cherby. I was once powerful for a time. Other gods came, and belief in me dwindled. Thou shalt not worship the idol of Voipil, and thou shalt not deal out funeral feasts to him. And thus it came to be. The lights of altars dwindled, and so did my powers.
Are those your idols beneath the church?
Yes, they are. It was my lost temple, this dugout. I still remember that woman. Didn't want to lose the old faith. She hid my idols and put my face on the angels. That's how I survived, as a demon, but in a halo of ecclesiastical glory.
Why all the shells?
This is my symbol, my ears. I used to be omnipresent in this area. I used to cool the ferocious flame of the sun with my wind. But that time is long gone. All that's left are these shells. Bones of the past, long forgotten.
What will you do now?
I'll stay with you. I am in your debt.
Yay, we get to keep our kitty friend.
It's not like I've suddenly grown in power. The universe has been turned upside down. The gods of old are today's demons. And so did I. When people forgot about me, I forgot about myself. And lost my erstwhile power. But now my past has returned, along with some of my strength. I will help you, Vasilisa. Who knows what other rebirths can I undergo?
So it turned out that our Proshka used to be a chute demon.
Aww, he changed forms. He kinda looked cuter before.
Jesus Christ!
Didn't expect that, Grandpa, did you? Perhaps now I'll be the one to tell you to hunt mice.
Unbelievable! I didn't think that such strong spirit would enter your service. I'm glad all the training worked out. Or is it the book? So, now you're going to stay with us?
Well, yeah. I'll live out my cat life with Vasilisa. I found mine, now I help Vasilisa find hers.
And no nagging about mice. You might be St. George himself, but you should still do your duty. While I still have my teeth, I'm the master of this house.
What if your teeth fall out?
Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll take care of it. Consider the mice gone. How do you like my new fur? What a glow.
I don't know how to address you now. Proshka or Voipil?
Proshka it is. I've told you that I'll stay with you until all the seals are open. You've helped me, now it's my turn. I'm not scared of any charts. How can they possibly harm me?
What kind of spirit are you?
A chewed one. Permans believed in me in the olden days. My powers have waned. I can catch mice, though.
You're helping me then again.
Yeah, and my power grows because of that. So I won't leave you.
You've remembered your past, but won't you forget it all once again?
Yes, you become that what you're doing. If you'll be a Sosietka for 100 years, then you'll become one. If you wouldn't have reminded me of the past, then who knows? Maybe I would have become a hairy old man then in another 100. Enough of this Sosietka business. When you'll free your guy, I go back to mountains. I will fly around like a free northern wind. I won't forget a thing that way.
And now we have our 2 visitors back. Oh, hey, it's Kolya again.
God bless. Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa.
Why is... I'm sure they will explain.
Why, isn't that groom with his bride?
So, you're keeping your word, Nikolai?
I told you I needed a bride, and with help from you and God, here we are.
The wedding is close. I see you've covered yourselves, as is tradition.
Yes, we needed to have this wedding as soon as possible, so that the Bonics wouldn't drag me back. I understand you have a lot to think about. Vasya, weddings are the least of your worries, but if you can't do it, no one can.
Oh, so that's the wedding they're gonna interrupt.
You were the matchmaker for me and Nikolai, so you should stand as matchmaker by my side at the wedding.
I have no time to give a dowry at a bachelorette party.
Right. The week has passed. The dowry appeared at my house, and what I lacked, the girls from my village helped out with.
A week or a bit longer between matchmaking and a wedding day. During this time, the bride did the weepings, prepared dowry, and said farewell to her friends while getting ready for the wedding. Okay.
The main thing is you being my matchmaker.
I can't. I have other business.
It's all right, Vasya. You can go. We have some time. And when the wedding passes, a solution to a problem might reveal itself.
You too, old Igor, come. You'll be our master of ceremonies.
What an honor. To what do I owe the pleasure, huh?
Well, you taught Vasilisa and helped with the items for the bride.
That's right. Well, you see, Vasya, how can you say no?
Who did you ask to be your best man?
Petьka, the accordion player. He's an old friend of mine.
The one that almost died.
Fedьka? What curse can he help you with? How can we attend such a wedding, Grandpa?
Stop it, Vasya. Fedьka will manage. He's a jester, but he can. Besides, we'll be there. We'll help with the evil spirits and Khalduns.
All right, but Fedьka needs looking after, so he won't curse the wedding himself.
Thank you, Vasilisa. I brought a gift for you. I think you'll like it, and it should prove useful.
We didn't come only because of the invitation. We need a nowhere's help. My future mother-in-law hired brewers to make beer.
But they quit halfway through. They say demons chased them away. They're beside themselves with fear.
We decided not to approach these demons without you. Maybe it's Banniks trying to interfere with the wedding.
You made a wise choice.
Is the bride side brewing beer?
We decided both sides will brew. The villagers are close to each other.
In Pokcha, where my mother lives, there are some skilled brewers. We hired them. Father is long gone, after all.
What are they saying about Chorts?
Some shadows are being noisy, turning over tubs and whatnot.
See, they're brewing the beer by the river, so I thought that the Aptericha might reveal herself.
When's the wedding day?
Everyone is invited the day after tomorrow. First is the wedding day, And the next day, we're going for a ceremony. Not everything is by the book, but you know how it is.
All right, I'll help you. After all, the ceremony is incomplete without beer, and you have your whole life ahead of you.
Well, come the day after tomorrow then, if I'm the master of ceremonies.
See you soon. Lord be with you.
Greetings. God bless.
God bless. What brings you here, Your Honor? The stove flap is over there, to your right.
Alexander looks around, perplexed.
Grandpa, he's not here about that. He doesn't know these things either. And the matchmakers come without a groom.
Hello, Vasilisa. I was in the area for business and decided to drop in. I mean, I think you'll also be interested in this case I have. They talk about you and your grandfather quite often. You remember that fired short that tortured the girl in Logovo? There's a similar case in the village near Pakcha. It's called Северное Settlement.
That's where I'm going to track this chort. So, Северное Settlement? You start treating them with your methods. Perhaps I'll drop by.
Thank you. Till we meet again.
I don't like him. I don't know what his deal is. But I'm quite certain that was him talking to the spinner.
Hold on. Fancy some tea? Help me move the table first, would you?
Table? No time. My patients are waiting.
Alexander hurriedly leaves your izba.
He seemed so kind before, too. Like he actually cared about his patients. And he certainly seemed shocked about, you know, like the fire snake being real. He's a good actor if that is the case. Oh, we're up here. Oh, I took Yegor instead of Pushka.
It's getting dark. You keep the black book ready. Khaldoons often put their chorts by the roads, as you have already witnessed several times. Soon, you notice someone's burning eyes under the roots of an old fir tree.
Hey, leave the microphone alone. None. Cursed the wrong one. That's fine. That should get rid of it. That seems useful. 8 defense for every enemy with status curse is really good, though.
Among the treetops, you notice a silent giant. His figure towers over the trees and sheds a dark shadow on the frozen road.
That's actually kind of impressive. Call out, come closer, draw a circle, or continue. Let's go closer.
You enter the forest and walk towards the spirit, but soon hear laughter in the distance. A whirlwind of dust emerges from the darkness. It splits into a swarm of demons.
I probably should have drawn a circle. Oh, they're not too much. Well, that seems interesting. Increases curse each turn for 3. Well, that seems very useful.
You find the Izba Alexander told you about without any difficulties, and question the locals. As it turns out, the husband of the sick woman died recently. Your acquaintance is already here.
These are fish traps. Looks like her husband used to be a fisherman.
In the corner of the Izba stands a solid Russian stove. On the whitewashed mouth, you can see black traces of soot. It's difficult to say who is to blame, a demon or a housewife's clumsiness.
Well, that's certainly interesting.
You open the chest and are hit with a foul stench. Inside lie everyday items of the woman and several linen sacks. It seems they are the source of the smell. You wince in disgust. The sacks contain horse manure, wriggling with worms. These are the gifts of a demon. To cursed people, they seem like gold and prianics. Bed sheets and towels. Nothing of interest.
The furniture, as well as the rest of the Izba, has fallen into disrepair. It's clear that the woman can't look after the house alone.
Vasilisa, it's so good that you're here.
I'm sure it is, Alexander.
Alexander coughs and glances at your book.
Did you examine the sick woman?
Yes, the case is indeed similar to that in the Logova village. The woman is weak, but it's not so bad as that time.
It's still early. The demon only started coming to her. What is she saying about the chort?
There was no mention of chorts. You think they're to blame? She says it's a simple fever. but the symptoms are rather strange. I thought it to be anemia and nervousness. She buried her husband not long ago.
It seems strange because it's not a simple sickness. She can't tell because the demon has some power over her.
What should we do?
The snake doesn't appear often in the beginning. We'll have to make it. If she tells me about it, it will surely come. It's late. It will try to kill us.
Right? I won't stand in your way.
Maybe I should let it kill you. I mean, not that you've done anything yet. Not that Vasilisa
Let
knows
me
of.
be. I need to rest. The fever won't let me be.
They say you became a widow. Oh, Jesus Christ, may he rest in peace.
Yes, he died, but I'm managing.
Sometimes dead husbands come back from the afterlife. Have you heard of that?
What kind of story is that? That sort of thing never happens. Lord have mercy.
Don't try to be cunning with me. I've seen all kinds of charts, and I can sense the walking dead from a mile away.
Phew, witch! What could you know about me and my Vasya? You know nothing.
Maybe I'll be able to convince her if I pretend to be her acquaintance. So, what did her husband do?
He's a fisherman.
Perhaps he was a fisherman. Looks like it. There are fish traps in the corner. What do you mean? I know you through my godfather. He used to go fishing with your Vasily quite often.
He won't be fishing any now. He's dead, I'll tell you. Go away. You and your groom, let me rest.
She still doesn't believe me. How can I convince her that everything's not so simple with her guest?
The gifts, I guess.
You think your Vasily brings you sweets? Take a closer look.
Jesus! What have you done, witch?
I know who is to blame for your sickness. If you want to live, you must tell me.
All right, I'll tell you, but don't you tell anyone. My husband didn't die. He still visits me in the evenings, but he told me to keep quiet. People won't understand.
You hear the sound of scattering sparks. A fire chort, familiar to you, emerges from the stove, and it immediately turns into a human.
Again with your plots, witch! Don't interfere with my business.
You want to kill me? Didn't work out for you last time.
Ha! Kill? I have another purpose. You stopped me here, but I'll find other creatures.
Not so fast. You can't hide from me in my Uyest.
That may be so. That's why you will be there with my new friends. I won't be back here.
A couple of chorts appear near him, while he himself turns into a fiery whirlwind and disappears into the chimney.
Couldn't we have just killed him the first time? He's just annoying now.
You can catch up with that chort if you don't spend time on these demons. But what will happen to the sick woman?
Probably nothing good.
You open the book and read the first Zagavar.
Goodness, they're not even... They're not even that intimidating of chorts. Down him, actually. Bring that out for him. And there we go. And now he barely needs to be damaged. So... bless. And waste for good measure. Just in case. I'm not entirely sure what these two mean, so for now I'm gonna take this one.
You defeated the Chorts, and the woman seems to be safe now. But how many souls will this fiery snake ruin? No one knows the answer to this question. You can only continue on your way. You notice the pale heads of the drowned, looking out of the water. They are almost certainly waiting for a careless victim to drag under.
Can attack, talk, play cards, or leave. Yeah. It might be the two that we've talked to before.
Realizing they were spotted, the undead lazily hide beneath the water.
Okay, fine, we'll talk.
You hide
Fight.
nearby, and the drowners soon return to their spot.
We can still play cards with them. Yeah, let's attack.
You open the book and read the first Zagavar.
Just for the fun of it. They are surprisingly pretty sturdy. Curse on both of you. Waste on both of you. And sure, we'll do that. I'm not entirely sure how that one card works with having both Eternal and Swipe. Because it's removed, but it's also supposed to last the entire thing. It's a little confusing. Alright, let's see. Increase damage. And add some defense. I think the waste should take him down now. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so both of these add sin, which I kind of don't want to do. That 8 damage is pretty good though. And it has fierce. Might be worth it. It's not like it's in our book, so we can take it for now.
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey. A multitude of goods can be found. Prianics, as well as a variety of magic trinkets. There's something for everyone here.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
That might be pretty useful. Problem is I would have to give up something I already have. It's an item slot. Yeah. Could use another one of these. Doesn't really have a lot of the higher defense items. I think I'm good on all of the other ones. I could absolutely use more of this, though, just in case. Oh? There's another song to collect.
You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while. You sit by a house, and dissolve in a deep song.
And that was a quick one.
Life goes on as usual in the sleepy Pakcha village. The peasants have returned from their work and fill the village with hearth fire glimmers shining from tall windows. The shop is still open. The peasants answer your questions with enthusiasm when they learn that you are the knower matchmaker they have heard of. According to the villagers of Pakcha, they seldom encounter wonders in their mundane life. Everyone laughs at the men who were brewing beer. Supposedly, they were so carried away with their work that they saw the devil himself.
Well, that's concerning. Strengthen status curse. That could actually be pretty useful. Yeah, I don't really have anything at the moment, though.
You whisper a prayer and catch your breath.
Health restored. Heck yeah.
You easily find the home of the peasants who brewed beer, but their izba looks empty. You look into the galbets and see a man who is putting crosses on vials and barrels. He jumps when you call out to him.
Christ almighty, what are you scaring me for? I nearly died.
I knocked, didn't you hear? I'm here about the wedding. They asked to bring beer.
We couldn't cook the beer to the end, you understand? The bride is a chort in disguise, everyone knows that. So some of them sharp-tailed visited us. We barely managed to escape. With God's help, I'll bless the ingredients. We managed to brew the mash, then added hops to the cauldron. Everything with God's words, everything proper. A pound of hops and a pound of malt. And then a demon showed up. Lord have mercy.
Tell me about the demon you saw.
Someone cursed us. That must be it. Looked like a lump of meat that kept glaring at us. So we ran. Left everything there. We prepared part of it, but we're too scared to go there now.
So you brewed everything by the book?
Everything as it should be, with prayers and according to the recipe. First, the girls came to us from the bride's side, tried to put out the fire. Then, later, closer to the evening, a man came along. And at nightfall, it all began. The bride's cursed, so the devil showed up.
What man?
I don't know. Didn't have the chance to look at him proper. He stood for some time in the distance, and then left.
Probably Alexander.
Did you brew by the river?
Right. Wait, you're going there now? This late? You'll be killed.
It's all right. I have God's word with me. The devil will have to retreat.
Well, God be with you. Go to the east of the last Isba. You won't miss it.
It's definitely not what I would have expected for brewing
It's
beer.
quiet in the brewing area. Too quiet. You anxiously look around. Evil spirits definitely had something to do with this.
I mean, I guess you have to heat it up at some point.
This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. This cauldron is full of partially brewed beer. You feel an evil force hiding beneath the black surface.
Here's where the mash was cooked. There's some left at the bottom.
Here is the firewood that the brewers prepared.
Here are some barrels filled with beer that's already been brewed. I think that if I'm able to chase the evil spirits away, the brewers will be able to take it.
There's some dry grass around here. It can be used for kindling. You take some dry grass. Here is the firewood that the brewers prepared. You take some firewood. This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You put some dry grass under the cauldron. Now it will be easier to light the fire. You add some firewood. Now you can light the fire. You light the fire and take a step back.
Whatever's in that pot is not going to be happy.
A spirit shows itself above the cauldron for a moment, but it soon disappears beneath the oily froth of the beer. The fire is extinguished by the spilled beer. Could a larger fire expel the chort? Here is the firewood that the brewers prepare. You take a greater amount of firewood. Here is the firewood that the brewers prepare. There's some dry grass around here. It can be used for kindling.
Apparently I can't take more grass.
This is where they light the fire for brewing beer. You add even more firewood. Now the fire will burn brighter than ever. You light the fire and take a step back.
$250 health and 40 defense. That is a choice. And it keeps its defense. So waste is going to be really useful for this. Have one that just does waste. I do have break herb. I don't think I have anything that just does waste to the enemy, so leave those for now. Get some more curse going and eternal. Yeah, that should be a good way to start. And he's going to inflict waste on us. Where's my breaker? Leave that for when we can do more. Take that down, get some bless up, and use that. Okay. Gonna put up decomposure. That kind of sucks, but we can do something about that in a second, I'm sure. If we save that for next time, that'll get rid of the decomposure. I think that should be fine. We can still give him the waste. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's just kind of cycling now. Put more waste on him and damage. He's gonna try and put more decomposure on me. So doesn't have any defense. Moves positive status. I mean, that could get rid of the keep. Absorbs the next negative status. That will do. And now he's gonna do more defense on the next turn. So I'm gonna need another break herb. Well versed in style. I can pull that off. Just do a little bit of healing, just to do some damage to him. Oh, I didn't break herb. I forgot to use the break herb. Okay, we're not gonna make that mistake again. Where is it? What's his curse at? That's 12? That'll do. It would be nice if he would stop putting decomposure on me, though. Because now I really need to heal. Like a lot. There we go. And that one has style. Removes negative status, removes positive status. This one's well versed, so I can still get a decent amount of damage, even though I'm not getting the full effect. Wait, seriously? Okay, break herb. That did damage because he has the... Yep. Make sure this is going on. And put waste on him. There's one harmful status effect. Took away the waste, so that's good. Person. Yeah, it's good enough. Oh, I don't have another of that one, do I? I'm getting rid of the negative status effect. Huh. I can absorb the next negative, though, which is more decomposure. Actually pull that down. Put up the bless first. Does it really not see decomposure as a negative status effect? And now I've got to spend a break herb on that. We have negative status effects. I will need that. Break herb first, though. Where are you? And that heals. That's nice. Still have waste. So much waste. Where's the articulacy? There he goes, finally. Double curse. Add firm. Remove negative status effects if they're all white cards. See what double curse does.
The curse falls to the ground as a repulsive ball of foul-smelling wool. This chort was created by a Khaldun. But who would wish harm upon Nikolai? You send the brewers for the intact beer barrels and return to the Izba.
Later, I called some men from Bakcha after I chased away the chort. They took the barrels with the cooked beer. Everything that was left in the cauldron was gone.
So much good beer wasted.
Looks like some Khaldun got involved.
Looks like it. Well, they're lucky to have you as a matchmaker.
You also keep your eyes peeled around Nikolai. Who knows?
I will. Many Khalduns like to ruin weddings. You know how it is.
Yes, and the guests are helpless. If you ruin a wedding, you can ruin the entire lives of the newlyweds.
That's all right. Just be attentive. You will protect them.
Right. I shouldn't expect any help from Fetka.
We'll manage even without Fetka. All right, we need to go.
Well, and unfortunately I also need to go. That is about all the time I have for today. So, next time we will see what we can do about helping the newlyweds. But for now, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you would like to catch any of the previous episodes, they are all uploaded on my YouTube channel at ShadowT5er. And if you would like to catch this live in the future, it will be on twitch.tv/ShadowT5er. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.